Hi everyone, thank you for joining. This is Dark Dragon. For today's video, for anyone who has Bazzite and they're trying to turn their devices, and you get this white text here. This is grub, and it's kind of annoying because it doesn't look clean when you do a boot up. So I'm going to show you how to hide it. As you can see, also in this boot up here, this is after I finish everything. You can see grub is gone. It's not showing up, and it will basically load up straight to SteamOS to make it like a nice, clean, setup here. And let's go ahead and start this up. All right, now that we're in the desktop, what we need to do is just open terminal. So terminal usually is going to be right here. But if you, for some reason you don't see it here, just go here and then type TER and it should come up here for on top. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to put the code here in the system, in the screen, so you guys can see it, because I know it's kind of looks small from this end. And as soon as you type it in, you just basically press enter and just type in your password. You will get this. As you can see here, it says the grub menu it will automatically show. It's always show. So if we want to hide it, we can select one of this menu. Just press up and down on your arrow key. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna choose this one, hide after successful boot, and that's number 2 here. Hide equals to 2. All right, we're gonna select that one because if you select this one, look what it says. Same except when dual booting. It's set when dual booting, so it may not work if you're doing dual booting. So this one's gonna force it to kind of high, so we're gonna do this option. Okay, so that should be it. So see auto high after successful boot, so it's now set. So if you want to double check to make sure it works, close the terminal, open it again, and basically copy and paste the command back in there. Sometimes it will bring some of this chunk here, and press enter and see what the configuration. Okay, you see it works. It's so far. So let's go ahead and do a quick reboot to see if it works. Oh, actually, one thing you could have done here, you could write the word reboot, and then when you press enter, it automatically will reboot your system. Okay, so it looked like it's working. It's not showing up anymore. Okay, so perfect. So grub is not showing up anymore, so that's perfect. That's what was the outcome for this. All right, so that's perfect. All done. All right, and just in case, if for some reason in the future you want to bring it back, just basically do the same command and just come here all the way down the bottom here where it says always show grub, and then this is gonna basically now start showing it again. So this is to hide it, and this is to bring it back. All right, there's another thing, just in case you have some issues getting this to work. There's a couple of things you could do. So I'm going to put this other code in the system and then press enter, and it's going to ask you for your password. Okay. At this point, you're going to write another command. I'm going to put it here on the screen. All right. So when you type this command, what it's going to do is going to force the hiding part of it, or grub, in the system. And you're done there. And then what you can do, just to make sure it works, you basically do the original code that we did earlier. And when you write the code in, just press enter, put your password again, and the configure should come up here. Should show up there. That's another way how to reconfigure this, but you just kind of going, the hard way. If for some reason the system is giving you an issue, you can just make sure to do it this way. This way will guarantee it's selected. And again, from here, you select what you want and you're done. And after that, you just hit right reboot and it will reboot the system. There is another troubleshooting that you can do if for some reason it's still not working. Open the command center. If you have Windows in your system for some reason, if you have Windows in your system, if you're doing like a dual boot, for example, like I'm doing, this is gonna add Windows into the into grub, and then it may work. But will be some of those rare cases, and the code will be this. All right, when you just type the code in, Just basically press enter, type your code, your password meaning, and then press enter. And this is gonna go through the system. And right now it's not finding anything, but if it finds Windows, it's gonna find Windows and it's gonna add it to the entry. And then after you did everything else, and then you did this last, then at this point it should work. You just basically write reboot, and you should be done. All right. If this video was helpful in any shape or form, please leave a like and a follow, and I'll see you in the next one.